In this quick troubleshooting guide, I'll walk you through the most likely causes so you can figure out what's going wrong and what to do next. First, let's check the obvious. Make sure your home has power. If the power is on, press the wall-mounted garage door button and watch closely. Do the opener lights come on or blink? If the lights blink when you try to close the door, that usually means something is blocking the door's path. Look near the bottom of the garage door tracks on both sides. Check for anything in the way, like debris, dust, or even spider webs. Also, make sure the sensors are aligned. Most safety sensors have a small indicator light. If that light isn't solid, the door won't close properly. If the garage door struggles to open or starts moving and then stops, you could be dealing with a broken torsion spring. Take a look above the garage door. If the spring looks separated or broken, do not touch it. These springs are under extreme tension and can be very dangerous. If you're not experienced, this is the point where calling a professional garage door repair service is the safest option. If the springs look fine, check the metal tracks on both sides of the door. If they're bent, misaligned, or damaged, that can prevent the door from moving smoothly. If the wall button opens the garage door but the remote or keypad doesn't, start simple. Replace the batteries in the remote or keypad. Also, check the wall control for a blinking light. If it's blinking, the system may be locked. Press and hold the lock button for a few seconds to turn it off. If the motor sounds like it's trying to work but the door won't move, and you've already checked the springs and tracks, you may be dealing with a bad capacitor or internal component. Before doing anything else, unplug the garage door opener. Open the housing using a screwdriver or a 1/4-inch socket. Look for stripped gears, which are a very common failure point. Inspect the capacitor closely. If it looks swollen, bulging, or leaking, it's likely bad and needs replacing. Keep in mind, though, some capacitors fail without visible damage. Next, inspect the power board and control board on both sides. If you see burned areas, black marks, or bulging components, that part has likely failed. Most replacement parts are available online, but always double-check that the part is compatible with your exact Craftsman opener model before buying. Those are some of the most common reasons a Craftsman garage door opener stops working. Thanks for watching, and good luck getting your garage door back up and running.